Yay. Alrighty. Done what I need to do. Let's go over here. Alrighty. Hello and welcome everyone. Trails in the Sky, second chapter. Chapter 2. Alright. Now before I do anything else, let's move over to live. And gotta fix the face because it sometimes does weird shit. There we go. How are we, everybody? Welcome. Welcome. I'll just wait until the 5-minute mark. So, sorry for the late start, but life is a bitch. Alright. Well, we should get started. So I only have a limited amount of time, unfortunately. I believe today I'm gonna try and do as many of the side quests as we can. Anyway. Do that. Alright. Well, let's go do the side quest that I still need to do in town. Hello. You guys. I heard from Dorothy that you guys solved a little ghost problem. Yeah, we did, but is Dorothy okay? She was yammering drowsily about what happened. Once she was finished, she conked right out, so I had to put her to bed. I'm afraid we did drag her along with us in the dead of night. Not only that, but we owe her our lives. She's earned a bit of rest. A real reporter can go a good week without sleep when he's got a scoop. Oh yeah, some of the stuff she was talking about sounded wild. And she didn't really explain it all. Mind if I ask you guys a few questions? Sure, go ahead. Estelle gave Niall an outline of their encounter with Blue Blanc and answered his questions. Alright, I think I get it now. Son of a... Phantom Thief B himself is in Libel, and he's one of those Ouroboros people? Kinda wish I hadn't heard that. What? Niall, you know about that masked weirdo? Oh yeah, he's a famous thief who's caused a stir in every major city on the continent. If he wants something, he'll get it, and he always steals things with a big ol' show. For a phantom, he's got a love of drama, that's for sure. That certainly matches the man we met beneath the schoolhouse, yes. He even admitted he's Phantom Thief B from those carts, so... Like I said though, favor is one thing, but he's also a lackey of the society. Wouldn't think Ouroboros would have use for someone like him, but at the same time, if they do, it's terrifying. Well, I'm curious. Do you intend to write an article about what happened? Nah. The Guild and the Royal Army asked me not to report on anything to do with the Society. I'll probably end up writing about someone's ill-intended crime of pleasure or something. With the coup d'etat foiled, the kingdom is beginning to settle. I do see the wisdom in this. There's little sense in terrifying the populace with news of a dangerous secret society just yet. Yeah, I ain't happy about it as a reporter, but I guess I see where the government is coming from. Still, if anything else happens, tell me about it, yeah? Of course. Anyway, we're off for Zeiss. Ah, right. I got a draft I need to write up, so I can't see you off, but... Want me to wake Dorothy? No, it's okay. She's fast asleep and I'd hate to disturb her. Give her our best when she gets up, okay? Will do. Be careful, guys. Hey, you guys. Hey, your braces, right? Yeah, is something wrong? You look kind of frazzled. There's something I'd like to investigate urgently. Could you come right now? Yeah, no problem. Thanks, I owe you. So, where do we go? Or where should we go? Head to Norman's election office. It's on the top floor of the hotel. Yeah, I'll show you the way. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Hurry up and let me go home. I've got work to do. Now, calm down. Just bear with us until the braces arrive. Once their investigation's done, you can leave. Speak of the devil, see? Here they are. That sure was fast, Harrier. Yeah, I lucked out and ran into some braces right away. This is Norman. I'm sure you've seen him on posters around the city. One of the guys running for the mayor, I think. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. I'm Scheherazade Harvey, also a bracer. So let's get to it. What happened? One of our campaigners, Dells, was injured by someone. In other words, it's an assault case. An assault? Well, that's never a nice thing to hear. Is the victim okay? Yes, he's still here. He's unconscious for a bit, but that was, thankfully, nothing serious. Phew, good to hear it. There's nothing good about it. The back of my head still hurts like you wouldn't believe. The back of your head, huh? Were you attacked from behind? Yes, ma'am. Right out of the blue, too. I was taking a breather on the balcony, and all of a sudden, from behind, thud. How vicious. Ouch, sounds nasty. When did the incident occur? Give us any info that happened before and after. Sure, it happened today, just after lunch. Norman and I were checking out a potential location for a speech by the bridge. Cooper here had just turned up then. When I talked to him, he said he had some important business with Norman. What kind of business? Portis told me to come apologize for that mess on the bridge. It's not like it's all my fault, but I did sort of make it worse. I see. So you came to say Sorry for the scuffle. Yes, but Norman was still very busy at the time. We asked Cooper to wait in the office area. That's when I showed him to this room. I returned to the hotel not too long afterward. I entered the room with Harrier, who had been waiting outside the office, and there was Dels, unconscious on the balcony. And Cooper was right there, standing over him. I'm trying to tell you, why does that make me the criminal? He was already out cold when I reached the balcony. I understand what Cooper's saying, but it's only natural to suspect him given the circumstances. There was no one in this room except Cooper and Dels. Is that true? After I bought Cooper, I was on watch outside the door. No one entered until Norman got here. No matter how you look at it, that means those two were alone. You're absolutely positive. Yeah, it's true, but it's like I said. When I went out to the balcony, Dels was already on the ground. So let me get this straight. The crime was already committed by the time you came, is that right? Yeah, exactly. Thank Adios. Finally there's someone who gets it. Okay, so it'd have to be someone who entered the room before Cooper. Dels, do you remember anything? It's possible that someone came in. People go in and out of this office all the time though. Even if someone had, I wouldn't have thought much of it. Fair enough. It's an election office, so that makes sense. At least we have a good idea of what's going on. The culprit behind this attack must be one of two people. Cooper or someone who came into this room, or someone who came before him into this room. We should be able to narrow it down if we get enough proof. Think we ought to start questioning? If there's nothing else to be gleaned here, yes. If you gentlemen can think of anything else, please let me know, even if it seems trivial or unimportant. Alright, and I have one more thing I'd like to add. There was something that occurred to me as I was looking through the room after the incident. Were there signs that had been rummaged around in? Not at all, just the opposite in fact. It actually felt like it was cleaner than before. Huh? Is a serial cleaner on the loose? One way to interpret it would be as a disguise to hide the fact that the room had been searched. Of course, it appears they went too far, inadvertently arousing suspicion in the process. That's not a bad train of thought. Incidentally, who are you? I was waiting for that question. I'm a traveling bard, a poetic soul wandering the wilds, a genius Sure, but if nothing's been stolen, then isn't the idea that it's a disguise pretty weak? At this stage, I don't think there's any point in worrying about motive. I agree. You've grown ever bolder since our last rendezvous was still. Your training at Lockall was most fruitful. You're simply stunning. Olivier. Just ignore him. Now, if there's nothing else here you can tell us, we should get to questioning. Certainly. She's begun to understand how to handle Olivier. Wasabi. Hey, Kenny. Good luck with the investigation. We'll come report once we have an answer. Good. We're counting on you to get to the bottom of this. Now, how should we go about things? I mean, this hotel is pretty big. It's best if we split in two. Estelle, go with Her Highness, I'll go with Olivier. We're lucky to have them as assistants, so let's make good use of them. Good point. Ready to kick some investigation butt, Chloe? Of course. Assisting companions is only natural for a hunter of love. You sure don't miss a beat, do you? Alright, our first order of business is to gather information on the suspect. If you go around asking about Cooper, something should turn up. You should get a clearer picture of the criminal. Or should you get a clearer picture of the criminal, come back here. So once we've found the criminal, go report to you? No problem. Let's go see what we can find out. I'll say it as many times as you like. I only found Dels. If we'd been fighting, someone would have heard a sound, but no one said anything, did they? Of course they didn't, because I was politely seated on the sofa. Wait, this was the exit. Better get back to questioning. Let's go down. When Cupid came to the hotel, I was in the lobby. I don't know, he looked angry, I guess. I thought something might happen, and then, just like I thought, something happened. Anger. I was angry? First, that's crazy. You're gonna say that? Haria's attitude was way worse than mine, I think. The moment he saw me, he made this real nasty face. For asking around about Haria. I bet you'll turn up some dirt. Him and Dell's are rivals competing to be number 2 in Norman's camp. I'm sure they couldn't come to terms and ended up in a tussle. You doubt even Hario? He isn't the kind of person to resort to violence. Hario is the most loyal man. He would never commit such a criminal act. Oh. You done questioning in the office? Yes, we're done here. How about you? It's going okay, I guess. I'm still checking out stuff. Keep it up and don't get careless. Leave it to me. What is it? What's on your mind? If you're hiding something, you should just come out and say it. Trying to hide things will only lead to bigger trouble. I'm sorry. Feel like talking? Yes, actually. I saw him. I saw Hario on the 2nd floor. And when was that? Right after lunch. Hario went out with Norman, but shortly after that, Hario came back and ran up to the 2nd floor. Oh, that's kind of important to know. Estelle, I want you to pursue this lead. We'll look around here for a bit longer. Got it. Who are you again? It's been quite a while, young lady. How are you, sir? Remember us, right? You lent us your boat when the bridge was up. You really saved us then. Ah, there's no skin off my back. So you come back to road again? Wish I could, but I've got some work to do. We're investigating the case that happened at the hotel. Oh, sounds rough. If I can be of help, any help, feel free to ask me what you like. Will do, sir. About lunch? I went to eat at the Laventard today. I've always been in the habit of going out as soon as I hear the bell toll. The bell toll? The bell on the Langland Bridge, remember? It rang when the bridge went up. Oh yeah. Yeah, it did ring. Well, it always rings at certain times, see? I use it in place of a clock. That's sure convenient. Kind of big to use in a place of a clock though. Estelle? Might be good to ask some people about the bell toll. Huh? Why? They should be able to clearly remember the sound of a bell ringing. It might act as a guidepost for their memory, like with Mr. Murray. Ah, I get it. Nice, Chloe. Very intellectual advice. You flatter me. Not sure what you two are giggling about, but I'm glad I was able to help. You sure were. Okay, let's go ask around. Right. Then we go back upstairs. The bell toll. The noon bridge bell? Yeah, at that time I was preparing the guest rooms. Once that was finished, I next organized the utensils. Someone had cleaned the plates in the office, so I was able to finish work quickly. The office plates were cleaned? So that means there was someone who went into the office after lunch? Indeed. While I was preparing the guest rooms, they cleaned up, it seems. The plates were stacked at the front. Of course, exactly which kind of guest it was, I couldn't say, unfortunately. Ah, too bad. Guess we'll have to ask around ourselves. Alright, now we head back out. Talk to Murray again. Ah, sound? Thinking about it, I did hear a loud noise from above. Above from here? You mean the balcony? Probably around there, yeah. It was impressive sound, like someone had run into something else with a smack. Can't recall exactly when I'd heard it though. That's too bad. Still, this is all good stuff to know. Thanks, sir. It was the Langland Bridge bell. We citizens of Ruit hear it on a daily basis, so I'll have you know. Speaking of the sound of the bell, did you remember something? No, you asked about it a second ago, didn't you? That big sound. The sound? Like something smacking into something, right? Yeah, that thing. Well, I remember something now. That sound happened as if it were timed to the bell, at least to my ears. Timed to the bell? So basically you heard the sound of the bell at roughly the same time as the big sound. Well, if you want to make it sound all boring, yeah. If that sound was something caused by the criminal, someone without an alibi when the bell rang is the criminal. You know, we should take out people we suspect. When did the bridge bell ring? It went off when Hirio and I were checking out the speech site together. Hirio was there too? Yes, he was already there. Just as the bell was ringing, Cooper showed up. I then asked Hirio to show him to the hotel. I see, then it's sure. But then, still, there's no connection between the sound Murray heard and Hirio. Yeah, not just Hirio, but Cooper seems in the clear too. The sound Murray heard was just after the bell finished ringing, but both men can prove they were here with Norman at the time. In other words, whoever made that sound was neither Hirio nor Cooper. This virtually eliminates any chance of them being the criminal. Who could have done it? All I know is that they were cleaned while I was away. So you don't know either, sir? I'm afraid not. I don't know who it was, but I worry that I may have left them a terrible impression. Pardon? What do you mean? In truth, I haven't had much of an appetite lately. I left quite a lot of the paella I got for lunch uneaten. I requested that Ernest get me one of the special paellas in secret, yet left it virtually untouched. It's embarrassing to think back on how wasteful that was. I see. It must be really stressful to be running in an election. Always a little... Come on, why would I lie about something like that? I was in the hotel basement, so I didn't notice at all. I went to Lavender for lunch today. Always been in the habit of going out to lunch as soon as I hear the bell toll. Sounds like a nice enough routine. You have to go through the hotel to get there, though, right? Yep, that I do. Can't fly across the sea now, can I? Good point. So did you see anyone in the hotel at the time? Well, Ernest was on the first floor, of course, but the rest was real quiet. Huh? There was no one there? Yeah, I'd say so. The basement and the first floor were both pretty quiet when I passed through. Norman's son was there when I came back though. Norman's son? No, you mean Belden? Yeah, that's more than enough. Oh no, it was nothing. Who cleaned up the dishes in the office? Don't know. I wouldn't go to that much trouble. I've been killing the time in the hotel basement after lunch. Were you really in the basement the whole time? What? Why? There's someone who passed through the basement right after the bell rang. According to their testimony, no one was here. That can't be right. I was right here the whole time. So he can't establish an alibi. Just in case, we should probably ask around about Belden too. After I ate lunch on the first floor, I was in the basement the whole time. Come on, why would I lie about something like that? Still, you know what? My dad's pretty unfair. Feeds us normal, boring stuff, and he gets a special paella just for himself. Huh? Wait a sec. What? What is it this time? Did I say something weird? No, it's just... Hey, Belden. You said you ate lunch on the first floor, right? Yeah, that's right. What about it? Norman ate on the second floor. How did you know what Norman ate when you were on the first floor? That. I saw it afterwards of... Sorry, my bad. Yeah, actually, I heard it from someone else. I don't remember who said it, though. Maybe you should investigate that next. That's so obviously suspicious. Yes, we ordered lunch today from the Lavender. I don't want my campaigners getting sick of eating the same food again and again, so I thought we'd try something different. Oh, it's nice of you to do that. That's as much a part of politics as the campaign itself. Indeed it is. I'll admit, my nerves have been on edge for some time now. It hasn't been easy to keep my eyes on everything day in and day out. I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks, it does sound pretty rough. Putting that aside, sir, what did you do after lunch? After lunch, Hario and I immediately went to examine the place my speech is to be held at. Hario had some other business to attend to first and meet up with me at the site. So you left right after lunch and met up with Hario outside? Alright, that's all I need to hear. I'm happy to have helped. Keep up the good work, you two. Let's report. So do you know who the criminal is? So who's your suspect? Belden. The Raven Boy, is it? You have real proof, yes? First explain the reason you discounted the original subject. Fact. He has a solid alibi. Cooper was outside when the sound was heard. Norman's testimony corroborates this, so we can say for sure it's accurate. If that was the sound of a crime being committed, then there's a very small chance Cooper is the criminal. That's a logical interpretation? And the same thing also absolves Hario of any suspicion. Yeah, it does. Hario met up with Norman, so we're sure. Next, you need to explain this suspect's crime. What kind of proof do you have? He has no alibi. The proof is his alibi. I have valuable testimony that refutes his alibi. Cooper and Hario have already been cleared as the culprits, so this person remains as the final possibility. Yes, it does look that way by process of elimination. Ultimately, though, that's nothing but circumstantial evidence. Do you have any more decisive proof? He knew about the special PAR. I don't know if it's decisive, but something did bother me, and that's the testimony about the special PAR. What's this about? Yeah, so Belden testified that he ate lunch on the first floor, but somehow he saw the PAR Norman ate. He even knew that Norman barely ate it. In other words, he went to the second floor. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Alright, I'm satisfied. In this case, we'll have to call him and hear what he has to say first. We can't go straight to an arrest with the proof we have on hand. Okay, got it. Why did you call me? I didn't do anything. Now calm down. Nothing's been decided here. If you can help out with the investigation, you can go home right after. Help? Yeah, we just want you to be frank with us. Where did you go after lunch? Like I said, I was in the basement. Just to warn you, as long as you keep lying, you're not getting out of here. You weren't in the basement at the whole time. We already know that. If you didn't do anything wrong, then you should be able to be honest and tell the truth. Or is the truth too scary to admit? Fine, I'll talk. Today, after lunch, I went to the office. I went to go clean up. Clean up? So the person who returned the plates to the front was... Yeah, it was me. Everyone seemed busy, so I figured I'd clean up. While I was cleaning up, I thought I'd tidy the office, but I didn't think that'd happen. Huh? Hold on, you're not making sense. Just cleaned up after, right? What does that have anything to do with the case? I've got an idea. Yeah, actually. I see. I understand Belden came to this room to clean, but... not sure how that correlates. What does that have to do with the assault on Dowse? It has a lot to do with it. Well, let's hear him say it himself. Go on, explain. Yeah. Well, once I finished cleaning the room, I thought I'd head back. But since I tidied up a lot of stuff, the room was real dusty. I thought I'd open the balcony door to air it out, but my hands were full of plates. I didn't have any choice, so I kicked the door as hard as I could. Wait, you mean the door? Yep, it's exactly what you think. That door is the criminal that knocked out Dels. The door flying open slammed right into the back of your head. In other words, the truth of the case is an unlucky accident. What, so then... I'm innocent, right? Seems like it. Oh man, finally free and clear. Still, what a mess. Why didn't you volunteer this information at the beginning? If you just told us the truth, things wouldn't have gone nearly this far. I'm sorry. Come on, he's telling the truth now. Give him a break, okay? He had the courage to talk about it in the end, so everything worked out. As the victim here, I'd just like to forgive and forget. It's already clear that this was all a misunderstanding. Of course, I'd like him to be a bit more careful about opening doors in the future if he could. Dels, I'm really sorry. You too, Cuba. You almost got turned into a criminal. You don't need to worry about me. I'm in the clear, and that's good enough for me. Well, that settles it. Thank goodness. And that is our report. Races, I'm sorry for today. It seems we've taken up a great deal of your time over just a big mistake. Nah, don't worry about it. This is part of the job too. Well then, pardon us. Thank you guys so much. Really, I'm very sorry. Take care. Phew, well, that's done and over with, finally. I wouldn't have dreamed it would end like that, though. The truth is always stranger than fiction. Wasabi! However, as your valued assistant, I take great pride in our completion of this most puzzling assignment. You didn't do a damn thing. But I really appreciate your help, Chloe. You gave a ton of good advice. It was a big help during the investigation. I'm always happy to help. There's no need to thank me, though, Estelle. Alright, I guess you two are our support staff already, aren't you? Indeed. We'll have you do what needs to be done. Alright, let's head out. Next up is the Zeiss region. Yay, can finally go to Zeiss. How are you, Frana? That's very, very true. Alrighty, what else do I need to do? Books. Okay, I've got both Gamble Attack and... Oops, I went the wrong way. I've got all the fish in my region. Yep, I've just got those other 4 fish I need to get, and I think I can get them in Zeiss. Yes, this way. Yep, I've got everything I need to do. Welcome. You're the group of braces heading for Zeiss, yes? Uh-huh, that's right. We just got word from Jean. The guild's already paid your fares. Would you like to check in now, or... It'd be best to stay here and wait for the ship once we check in. Are you sure you've done everything you want to here in Rouen? Let's check in. Alright. Just a little bit of paperwork for you to fill out first, if you don't mind. Sure. Estelle's group checked in for their flight. Okay, no problems, looks like. Feel free to make use of the port until the next flight arrives. Thanks. Yay. Alrighty then, off we go. Yes, let's... Hey, wait a sec. It's Clem and the kids. The kids? What are all of you doing here? We came to say bye-bye. Man, you guys are cold. Just taking off without saying anything to us. You guys are meanie faces, the worst kind. Miss Chloe, why'd you have to go? Oh, I'm sorry everyone. I was going to say goodbye, but we thought you all were all out. I get it. They were out coming to ruin. I feel kind of silly now. Hang on though, that'd mean Matron Teresa's. I'm glad to see we made it in time. Ah, there they are. Matron Teresa, even Jill and Holmes came. Yeah, well, duh, like we'd missed this. We cut it kinda close though. Thanks to the fact that you wanted to wait until the last second to keep it a surprise, Jill. Hey, all's well that ends well, right? Actually, it was Jill who let us know you were leaving. I thought it would be nice if we could see you off.
And pay no mind to the old man in the corner.
Oh, sir. Hey, Estelle. I heard that Joshua ran away from home. Oh, Matron Teresa told us what happened. I see. I'm sorry, I should have told you. No, it's okay. We'll pray that Joshua comes home real soon. We'll pray to Adios every day. Promise. I'll pray too. It'll come true if we all do. Oh, you guys. Children, thank you. I'll throw my prayers into the pile too. Estelle, Chloe, you two be careful, okay? You do need to try your best, but don't overdo it and put yourself in danger. If something happened to you, I don't think he'd ever forgive himself. Jill, Hans. Yeah, I'll remember that. Still, please look after Chloe. I know she seems strong, but she's still a little fragile in some ways. Matron, I'm right here, you know. Leave her to me. Just checking there's something. Alrighty. I kind of suspect she's going to be helping us out more than anything, though. Well, Chloe, use this as a chance to examine yourself and your desires. Don't fret. Simply look for the answer you've been seeking. Yes, I will. I promise.
Bracers and students, both aspire to the path of knowledge in their own ways. You two have grown immensely in the short amount of time you've been here. Always remember, you never run out of things to learn. Do not become so overconfident that you forget to learn. If you remember that, there is no obstacle in the world that can defeat you.
We'll remember. Yes, sir. This is the final boarding call for the Cecilia, bound for Zeiss. All remaining passengers should embark now. Whoops. See you guys. We'll be back. I promise. Everyone take care. Careful, guys. Better come back with some great stories and bring Joshua back with you. And away we go. We're in the skies. Estelle, enjoying our flight through the heavens? Look, gaze upon this magnificent azure sky. Ah, but there's nothing better to drink to. Well, the weather is great and the sky is pretty, but we're almost to Zeiss, Olivier. Should you really be drinking? Oh, come now, don't say that. Somewhere beneath this brilliant sky is my beloved Joshua. The pain he must be feeling on his solitary journey. Such thoughts drive a man to drink, you see. Excuse me, but that is entirely and exclusively my line. At least things never get too serious with you around. I guess that's a good thing. Kinda. Maybe. I shall take that as the highest praise. I am relieved, however. Huh? The Black Fang. I had wondered if the words of the Phantom Thief had shaken you. I see I had no cause to be concerned, however. You have a will of iron, Estelle. Oh, you're worried about me, Olivier. That's kinda sweet. Remember, I am a wandering bard and poet, ever in search of that pinnacle of human affection. Maidens in love shall find no greater ally than I. Well. Please, I do not need a staffing today. I promise. I was not teasing you. I actually find your relationship heartwarming. Those new clothes of yours, for example. You purchased them because you wish for Joshua to see you in them, yes? You look excellent in them, I must say. Thanks. What's with the embarrassing compliments all of a sudden? Besides, Shara got me these clothes as a present. Joshua, well, maybe he'd like them. A little? What's with that look? Forgive me. That was just more than I expected. Let us leave that topic behind for a while then. Come, Estelle. I shall treat you to a legal cocktail. Yes, it is a bit tempting, but we're nearly to Zeiss. Try not to drink the whole bar yourself, Olivier, or you'll pass out and miss our stop. Don't you worry. I only lose myself in drink when it is poured by a lovely lady. You realize that's not something to brag about, right? On that note, Estelle, would you like to read a certain book? It's very interesting, although it is banned in Erebania. Banned? If you're trying to push smut onto me, Olivier, I swear to Adios. Not at all. It's a pleasant novel set in the Calvard Republic, but alas, our noble imperial overlords have deemed it improper for our education, so you cannot find it in the Empire's borders. Oh, I see. The Empire's kind of a hard place to live, huh? I've heard reports of its quality, and now I've finally had a chance to read it. Everything I heard was true. It is most excellent reading. Huh, neat. What kind of story is it? See for yourself. I'm quite done with it, so go ahead and take it. Really? Cool, thanks. Oh. Hello, Estelle. Looking around the ship again? Pretty much. Never rode airships much before now, so it's all kinda new to me still. I remember my first work trips on them, and getting all excited too. I'd never ridden an airship before in all my travels. Guess the circus didn't use airships much, huh? Did you guys ride around in orbital-powered carriages then? No, most of our carriages were of the single horsepower variety. Mr. Harvey did have an orbital drive carriage though. Huh, okay. Now that I think about it, whenever your trip visited, you guys were in a lot of covered wagons. You remember, you touched your teacher's heart, my dear sweet Estelle. Anyway, airships are still fairly uncommon outside of Libelle as I understand it, especially as civilian vehicles. Most other countries prefer orbital-driven ground-based transport. The Erebanians favour orbital-driven trains, and have a pretty large rail system connecting their major cities. And our Calvardian neighbours use orbital buses. Orbital buses? What kind of vehicle is a bus? A bus is basically a very large orbital carriage. It's a little like an airship. You pay in advance and it'll take you from place to place. It isn't nearly as fast as an airship, but the pace is gentler. They're easy to maintain and they're quite pleasant. Huh, neato. I kinda wanna ride one now. Speaking of which, Sherry, you've been to Calvard, right? I heard you met Zin then. Come on, I gotta hear that story. There's not much to it, I'm afraid. I was on an errand for Cassius. He needed me to deliver a document to Calvod's Eastern Quarter. That's where I first met Zin. I see. Gotta admit, I can't imagine what a town full of Easterners would be like. It was exciting, very different culturally, and exotic. You should visit if you get the chance. Well, Zeiss is up next, so we'll be getting off soon. Don't wander around too much, or you may miss us when we disembark. Oh, hey Estelle. Taking a walk around the ship? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Chloe. What do you want to do when you need to get back to What do you do when you need to get back to Gransel? Do you get the Royal Guard to fly you there? No, of course not. That would be a little obvious. I just use normal flights like anyone else. I usually go back twice a year, once for New Year's and once for Grandmother's birthday. So you're kind of used to passenger flight, huh? But what does Sieg do then? Does he fly along at his own pace to the capital? Oh, well. Sieg, come here. Whoa. Scree? Sorry. I'm just calling you for a moment. Well, that was a surprise. So Sieg can follow the ship? Cool. Scree! Sieg can fly level at speeds of up to 1800 sails per hour. Most airships cruise around half that. To Sieg, this isn't much faster than an evening stroll. Oh, I see. You really are better than the average Falcon, aren't you, Sieg? Squee! Sieg's speed is the reason he's so useful for contacting the Royal Guard. If for some reason I can't use powered communication, nothing in the country can carry a message faster than Sieg. I thought so. I remember how fast you got in touch with Julia during that thing with the mayor. The wind feels so nice. With the weather like this ice is going to be lovely. Oh, and I can't talk to Sieg? Whoa, White Hawk. That's so cool. Is that lady's pet? Alright, and I don't need to talk to her. I don't need to voice everyone else. Thank you for flying with us today. We'll be arriving in Zeiss momentarily. Please be aware that there may be turbulence while landing, so we ask that all passengers take their seats.
Ba 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 ba.
Bum 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 bum. Okay, first up for us should be the guild house here in Zeiss. We need to check in with Kilika. Kilika? A rather exotic name for Labelle. Sounds Eastern. What kind of woman is she, I wonder? You never give up, do you? To put it simply, capable. She's a flawless administrator and she's also a very accomplished martial artist. She's also quite lovely, but she doesn't have time for frippery. I would advise caution, my dear Lenheim. Now my interest is positively piqued. What are we waiting for, then? Let us away to... Ah! Is this the fury of Kilika? Would you give it a rest already? It's... an earthquake? Ah, help! The dock is going to collapse. Run for your lives. Everyone, please calm down. The port is designed to endure high magnitude earthquakes. It can easily handle one this small. Please don't panic. It stopped. Thank Adios, that's over. Everyone, please come to the reception in an orderly fashion. Let's not panic. Oh man, it's been a while since I was in an earthquake. Gee, that was so cool. Alright. Well, that was a great way of getting welcome to Zeiss. Wasn't very strong, but attention world. Please wait until I'm not on scaffolding before you shake again. Love, Estelle. I'll send that letter too. It's rare for us to get an earthquake in Libel, though. Really? Alright, see you, Frana. Chloe's right. Earthquakes are very unusual here. Now, we really do need to check in at the guild house to see what the damage is. So there was no serious damage to the central factory. Thank goodness. The city has also remained calm for the most part. I believe there is little to worry about on that front. Yes, I understand. Please continue to do what you can. Farewell. Your timing is quite serendipitous. Thank you for coming, Estelle. Sherazade. I imagine your welcome at the port was quite warm. Yeah. Kinda. It's been a while, Kilika. As always, you're 2 steps ahead of everyone. It's good to see you again, Kilika. Likewise. I'm glad to see you here. And you two would be Olivier Lineheim and Her Highness Princess Claudia. Or, I believe. Or shall I say Miss Chloe Rins? I'm Kilika. I handle reception here at the Zeiss branch of the guild. A pleasure to meet you two. No, the pleasure is ours. My word, but your beauty eclipses even what I expected. Madam, allow your humble servant Olivier Lineheim to improvise a song to... According to Jean, you're both officially registered as assistants. Yes? Assistants are free to use the rest area upstairs, just as normal braces do. Feel free to use it to relax, for meetings, etc. Thank you. Yes, but if you wish to play your lute, you may welcome to play it upstairs. Do restrain yourself to reasonable limits, however, if you please. Yes, ma'am. Wow. I think Kilika might be even harder on Olivia than Cher. Well, putting aside our repressed musician now. How's the job situation looking? Are we snowed under? We do have some work posted, but nothing urgent at the moment. You're welcome to attend to it as you see fit. But, Huh? What's up, Kilika? You look like you're thinking about something. This is not a normal job, but a request from the guild. In your position as the group investigating the Society of Ouroboros, I would like you to check on something. Check on something? This is a bit sudden. What do you mean? It's actually what you might expect. I want you to investigate the earthquake that just happened. Investigate the earthquake? You mean like go around asking about damage? Well, sure, but what does... Well, yes, that as well, however... 3 days ago, a similar earthquake occurred at the Wolf Fort. It lasted about 10 seconds, and the quake was not quite strong enough to cause any real damage. 2 earthquakes then? That's worrying. There's one particularly odd point here, however. The earthquake at Wolf Fort did not affect the city of Zeiss. Wait, huh? Well, that is strange. If I recall the map correctly, Wolf Fort is not far from the city. An earthquake centered there certainly should have been felt here in the city, at least to a small extent. It was a weak quake, so it's possible we simply did not notice. Still, your friend is right. It does seem unusual, unnatural. I cannot help but feel a terrible sense of foreboding about it. No, I think I get it. Just like with our ghost, weird stuff like this makes me curious too. We'll be happy to do what we can, Kilika. We should begin by asking around the city and the fort, I think. Yes, I'll be counting on you. Mr. Murdoch is already gathering information about the quake in the city, however. I suspect he'll be thorough, so you don't need to worry about the city. Okay then. So off to the Wolf Fort. Well, ultimately this is just my personal suspicion. Remember, it's nothing urgent. Feel free to investigate as you see it fit while working on other jobs. Besides, I believe you have someone to say hello to, yes? Oh, yeah. We saw in your gospel too, so we really should go see Tita and Professor Russell. It seems like a good idea, yes. Let us delay our guild work until we say hello then. Come, let us reunite with Tita. Let us reunite with Tita with joyful hugs. I'll kindly ask you not to hug anybody, thanks. Still, let's head over to Professor Russell's place. Seems you had a look at the bulletin board. Will you help with the investigation too? Yeah, that's the idea. So by the sign, do you mean the sign with the crest that hangs outside the branch? Yes, that sign was stolen. There's no particular practical problems as is, but the emblem is the symbol of the guild's mission and duty. With that stolen, we can't just sit quietly. I see. Yeah, kinda hard to ignore that. Really, it looks like someone doesn't think much of us. So what's this series of events? It was discovered yesterday around noon by Branch Bracer Wong. He came back to report and realized the sign was missing. We think that the crime happened during the day then. I was away at the time on other business, but a worker in front of the branch witnessed it. Seems the criminal was a person in disguise. Disguise? Estelle, could it be? No way. Seems you have a suspicion. So, how about this? Beauteous princess and her companions, the soul of gathered heroes is in my hands. Should you desire its release, you must defeat my curse. The first key is in the city. Search the back of the 40-year-old man. This card was sent shortly after the crime was discovered. From the content, I assume it's declaring responsibility for the crime. It seems it is certain. I knew it. It's him. By him, I assume you mean Phantom Thief Blueblanc? I have heard about the events in Ruin from Jean. I suppose this case marks a challenge from Phantom Thief B. Interesting. It is a challenge from none other than my rival. Of course, so shall accept. I don't know, seems a bit one-sided, yeah? Sure, it is a very selfish challenge. We have to accept it though. Anyway, let's start our investigation with what the card says. In this, let's see, the card's words. In the city and the back of a 40-year-old man. Huh. If we take it straight as is, I guess we gotta look for an older guy. Certainly looking at it in a literal sense would mean that, but after the case at the school, I think it's clear that it won't be so straightforward. Those messages were all metaphors, weren't they? Wonder if this one is too. Well, who knows. There's no point in worrying about it though. Let's start investigating the city. Yes, I think that's the only real option. Well then, I'll expect good results. Leave it to us. Let's be off. One thing I have to do. Ah, holy crap. Did you find something? Yeah, you could say that. There's no doubt about it. That's his card. So, what's written on it? 1 second. Beauteous princess and her companions. That which you seek is yet far off. Your second key is within the central factory. Search within the wisest one. And that's it for our next hint. I see. Our next stop is the Central Factory. Yeah, we know the place, but who do we think this wisest one is? It's not Professor Russell, right? Whoever it is, we know where our next clue can be found at least. Let's go see what we can find. Let's be off. Yeah, let's go. Up this way is the Central Factory, huh? First, let's go check in at the Professor's place. Yeah, it's in the southeast part of town. And I can't go upstairs. Are Professor Russell and Nitida even in? From what I know of Russell, it wouldn't surprise me if he's at the Central Factory. Grandpa, the second floor's cleaned up.
Oh, thank you, Tida. Could you organize the parts next?
Okay. I don't think we have to worry about funding them. Come on then. Working hard, Tita? Oh, Shara. Hey, what brings you here?
Wait, I remember you, Cassius Bright's apprentice, right?
It's been a while, you two. It's really been a bit of a mess in here. Is it because of the earthquake? Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, everyone. What? Sorry I haven't been in touch.
Estelle, hello!
Estelle! What? Tito, it's really you. I thought you were gone forever. Wait, hang on. Gone forever? I'd never do that. But I heard Joshua ran away. Then you left the country, and I thought I was never gonna see you again. Whoa. Oh, Tita, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have left without saying anything.
As I recall, Cassius sent you off to that Brissa school in the mine, didn't he? When did you get home?
I got back just a little while ago. I was working in Ruin after getting back, so I only just arrived in Zeiss.
I see. Welcome back. Ah, wait, the two with you.
Hello, Professor Tita. I'm sorry I've been out of touch as well.
Pardon our intrusion, good sir.
Chloe, Olivier, everyone's here. This is wonderful. They're helping us with our investigation. A lot of stuff happened in Ruin.
Well, let's get comfortable and hear the story, eh? Come, I'll show you to the living room. So, the true force behind the coup is on the move again. They had another gospel with them? Troubling.
A holographic projector that can show an image all the way across a region? How is that even possible?
Well, the concept of a projected holograph is nothing new. I've been kicking around ideas for pulling it off myself even. But a device that can project a lifelike, three-dimensional image great distances away from its origin point? I can scarcely even imagine the physics behind such a thing.
That weirdo we fought said something about an experiment with a new gospel. It did seem bigger than the one from before, but it didn't stop our ordnance. Let's say, on that note, how is the gospel we captured a while ago? Have you made any progress analyzing it?
About that. The more I investigate that little enigma, the stranger it gets.
Stranger?
Yes, let me start at the end, actually. I am convinced that the orbital shutdown phenomenon is not a function of the device itself.
What? But that black orbit stopped other orbits dead in their tracks. We've seen it, Professor.
You've seen orbits stop in its presence. That isn't quite the same thing, my lady. No matter how I look at it, though, the quartz in the device simply cannot actually do that. It can certainly warp orbital fields. How can do that? But how it can do that. But suppress them? No.
Warp orbital fields? The orbital field refers to the electromagnetic field generated by an individual orbital device. With normal orbits, you can describe an orbital field by drawing its field lines, and those follow very specific rules. When Grandpa tested the gospel, though, its field didn't obey those rules at all. This is going a little above my pretty little head, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid not much is registering.
In layman's terms, it's a warped orbital field that doesn't obey the laws of such things as we understand them. Regardless of that, though, ultimately, an orbital field amounts to nothing more than an orbital energy in an area. Unless you were to apply very specific direction and purpose to them, you shouldn't get the orbital shutdown phenomenon effect regardless. To be honest, I'd been utterly stuck on this, but with your report of this holographic business, I may have an idea. Thank you for letting me know.
Well, I'm not sure how that was useful, but you're welcome. The Royal Army has custody of the device the Ouroboros agent used. I'm sure they'll let you have a look at it if you contact them.
I may just do that. Speaking of which, what are you going to be up to now? Will you be working in Zeiss for a while?
Oh yeah, about that. Estelle explained the situation concerning the Guild's request to investigate the earthquakes.
So Killer thinks the earthquakes... Well, it is true that the earthquakes are rare here in the Bell, and she is correct about the earthquake at the Wolf Fort.
3 days ago. I think Miss Killiker is right. I don't remember Zeiss getting any tremors at all. That is kind of weird. Well, it is a natural phenomenon, so I kinda doubt the Society is involved. It's still pretty weird though, and we'd like to figure out what's going on.
Indeed. Earthquakes, huh? I wonder if it would be useful.
Huh? Let me guess, Professor. You have an old invention in the toolbox which might help?
I do have something in mind, but then how would we transmit the data back here using and then hook it into the capital? Of course. Yes, it worked perfectly.
Professor Russell? Could you keep the rest of us in the loop?
Don't worry. I need to check a few things regardless before we start. I recommend heading to the Wolf Fort and learn from them what happened. I'll see about preparing you a little something useful for when you get back.
Well, I definitely won't say no, but what little something are we talking about here?
That would spoil the surprise. Just you wait. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get to the central factory. I just have to browbeat Murdoch into going along. Dita, would you mind helping your old grandpa?
Maybe? Estelle, I'm sorry. We finally meet again after so long and... It's okay, don't worry. I'm just happy I got to see you again. We'll be in Zeiss for a good long time, so I'm sure we'll have the chance to spend some time together. Estelle, yeah, I can't wait. I'm sorry I couldn't give you much of a welcome. Don't worry, Tita. We'll stop by again if the chance comes up, Tita. Perhaps on that day, I too can be greeted with such moist, welcoming eyes. And then on that day, you'll have 2 black eyes. Anyway, I'll see you later.
We'll contact the guild once we're ready.
Well, those 2 haven't changed at all. Yes, Tita hasn't lost any of her adorableness. I was having to fight the urge to just pick her up and hug her. Indeed. A lost little girl being swept up into the arms of a loving, brotherly minstrel after ages of separation. Such a dramatic scene. The thought makes my heart swell. If you tried to grab her out of the blue like that, I'd have to arrest you for abduction, you nitwit. To be honest, I understand what Scheherazade means. Tita's the kind of girl you wish she was your little sister. I envy you, Estelle. Hey, Chloe, cut it out. Well, don't worry. Everyone will get to know us soon enough. Except for Olivier, maybe. Estelle, an arrow, my heart. All's fair in loving siblings, my dear Lenheim. Now then, let's get started on our guild business, You're right, we should. So let's make our way over to the Wolf Fort while we work on those other jobs. Zoom. It's probably faster to go this way. First we'll go to the 3rd floor. Say hi to... got a sec? We're from the guild. Oh, you came. Huh? What is it? Aren't you that person who delivered that prototype from Ruin a while back? Did I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You came to the weapon shop with a black-haired boy. Black-haired boy... That's gotta be Joshua. Thinking about it, I guess that might have happened. Well, if you're curious, have a look in your notebook. More importantly, I think right now we should talk work. Ah, right. So then, did you come because you saw the board? Of course. Looks like you're recruiting testers for an orbital gun? Yeah, actually, I was just having problems since I wasn't getting many respondents. That was kind of sudden, but can I give you the explanation for the job now? Yeah, go ahead. Well, let me explain. As you know, my request is a test of an orbital gun. I want you to check the reliability of this gun through live battle. Check the reliability? To put it very simply, I want you to test its endurance. All machines have failings, you'd never know unless you used them. The causes of many problems are usually things no one even imagined during the development period. I want to pinpoint any hidden weaknesses and strengthen the reliability of my gun as a weapon. That's the goal of this test. I believe I understand the intent. To use a bit more specialized term, you want a combat demonstration. Yes, exactly. Incidentally, are you the shooter who will be doing the test? It is a singular pleasure to meet you. I am the roaming poet and musician, indomitable hunter of love, the one and only Olivier Lenheim. A hunter of... Just ignore that. Sure, he might be a total weirdo, but his skill with a gun is legit. Oh, what's that? Did I detect a slight imbalance of emphasis on the former part of your speech rather than the latter? Well now, what does it matter? Everyone acknowledges your ability. I see. Well, in that case, I guess I'll trust you. Ha ha ha, consider yourself without fear, my good man. Will this really be okay? Anyway, for now, here's the gun. That's the gun I'd like you to test. As thanks for coming, I'll let you have that gratis. Well, this is a most generous gift. Still, this gun. It's got a somewhat unique structure. Of course it does. I'd be more upset if you were familiar with it. After all, the drive portion of this is a new model I developed. How about it? Think you can handle it? But of course. I am sure this gun will play a most beauteous harmony. Great to hear. If you're done stroking that gun, Olivier, we'd like to know more about the job. We haven't heard exactly what we should be doing. Oh, haha, true enough. Well, please go on. It's more or less as you said. Basically, I want you to wield this gun in live combat and then come back with the results. I'd like you to test it over on the Trap Plains Road. That way, even if trouble comes up, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Understood. Trap Plains Road. At a minimum, I'd like you to fight 10 battles. Of course, I would want you to fight them to the end. Fleeing over and over wouldn't be much of a combat test. Let me check then. Go out onto the Trap Plains Road equipped with this gun and fight about 10 battles to victory there. And then once that's complete, return here and report. Is that about it? Yeah, I think that should do it. If you don't have any more questions, I'd like you to get to it. Everything clear? Yep, I think we got it. We'll be back soon. Olivier, I'm trusting you. Worry not, I never disappoint. Now we're going to go all the way back up to the top floor. Alright. Entry, Bracer Guild sign. A metal sign removed from the Zeiss branch of a competent Bracer Guild by the genius and dashing phantom thief Blueblanc. While its financial value is insignificant, the shop to guild members is likely considerable, and reading this now must fill you with shame. I have probably said enough. I shall provide the next key. The third key is in the city. Gaze up at the three hatted brothers. Note, this entry will self-delete. You are recommended to commit this entry to a memo immediately. Hey, this... Why the heck is something like this written into the capital? How such a thing was accomplished, I do not know, but the data appears to have been overwritten. Even for my enemy, I must say bravo. My, he really is a bottomless bag of tricks. Putting that aside, you wrote that down, right? Yeah, of course. Next up, somewhere in town. I believe we're searching for three hatted brothers. Must be a metaphor of some kind. That's plenty enough to go on, thankfully. Let's head into town. Well, this house, it was... this side. Yep, there. Here are three chimneys at different heights. Don't you think this could be the three-hearted brothers? All three are at different heights. I see. Perhaps this is what was meant by brothers. This seems to be the only building with three chimneys at different heights. I'd say it's possible. Why don't we have a look? There was a card stuck to the chimney pipe. Alright, found it. The door has already been opened. Let the souls of heroes descend into the quiet earth. Raise your voice high and chant to the goddess C26DE. I think this next step is last. Please let it be the last one. Still, chant to the goddess in the quiet earth of all things. The quiet earth is probably exactly what it sounds like, somewhere underground. The problem is goddess and that incomprehensible part after that. Well, for now, let's go underground. There's only one place I can think of when you say underground in Zeiss. Yeah, let's get going. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Vroom, 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 vroom. Let's talk to Faye. Oh, hey you guys. It's been a while. How you been? Oh, Faye. It's been alright. How about you? Things are crazy busy here as always. Thanks to you, I made up with Brahm. So I'd say my life's pretty good at the moment. You here on the job too? Yeah, basically. But there's something we'd like to ask you. Oh, what's that? Could you look at this? It still showed Faye the memo left by Blueblanc. Quiet earth, chant to the goddess, and a text string. What about it? We think it's indicating this spot, but there are parts we don't understand. We thought we'd ask you to see if you had an idea. So you think this message is about the basement factory? If that's the case, then... Did you think of something? Could this goddess be me? We're not too worried about that part. It's the bit below that, the number thingy. Right. Right, this text string, C-26-D-E. From the look of it, I'd say that's a product ID code. Product code? Yeah, all the things in the warehouse are organized by those codes. So as long as you know the code, we should be able to call it up by using the conveyor. So could you call out this number? Sure. Want to give it a try? Please, if you would. No problem. Give me 1 second. This is fair. Got a moment? I'd like you to send item C-26D-E over. Yeah. C-26D-E. Thanks. Appreciate it. You're a knock. They said they found something written onto that number. They're sending it out. It really was here? Seems like the person in charge over there was pretty shocked too. Now then, let's see what we get. Looks like it's coming. Huh? The heck is that? Seems kind of familiar. Thank goodness. Finally found it. Oh, isn't it the Bracer Guild? Yep. Thanks for the help. It was nothing really, but why the heck was the guild sign on in our warehouse? Where to even start? I'd sit down if I were you. It's a long story. Yay, got the sign back. You did well to reclaim it. I had every confidence in you. Glad we were able to live up to your expectations. But man, this time we really got jerked around by Phantom Thief B. Yes, it feels like once again we got a good picture of just how strong he is. Perhaps that was his intention all along. He's trying to intimidate us by showing off his power, in other words. I don't know if he thought it through that far, but still. One way or the other, it's obvious he is no ordinary foe. Be sure to tread with caution. Wise words from a wise woman. Yeah, the task is officially complete. With that, I'd like for you to return to your main mission. Understood. If you'll excuse me. Yay. Wait, did I get... Alright. Let's do the Chaldea Tunnel monster. I went the wrong way.
Seems okay. Short.
Alright, 3 enemies left.
Nicely done.
Yeah, where's the Zeiss Plum? Alright. Found frog. Back in the good old days, this required keys to open. And we got them all.
Seems you came up short.
This chest is actually full of treasure. Problem is, the rest of the monsters are on break. Sorry, kid. We attack everything, like always.
Oh, are we done already?
Okay. arcane through them all. Where's Caldiatar? Yep. 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 Let's do this. I'll try with red flies. What did I? Dice? Nope. Row. Tiger rockfish. Let's try it with row again. Please. Come on, give it. It's not dropping what we want. Let's try with the progress rod. Oh, we cannot do the progress rod. We'll keep trying until we run out of the baits we need. Yummy, yay! Alright, so I should only have 2 more to catch. Yep. And I've almost caught all the fish. Oh wait, I've got all them. Actually, no, I don't have all the monsters here. You open the chest and wait for an item to levitate from the chest and into your hands. Nothing happens. The empty chest shape tempts you to climb on top of it and start writing the next great Sumerian novel. You somehow resist the urge. You're not digging this whole one item per chest thing, are you? As you close the empty chest, you weigh the pluses and minuses of staying there to jump out and scare the next person who checks it. And there we go. Yay. Oh. I went all the way to Ruin. Did I go all the way down this way? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. Oops. Alright. Let's continue. Can't go up that way yet.
Oh, are we done already?
Alright, now we'll go to Leaston Fortress. Before I do that, let's go talk to guy downstairs. I wish these damned earthquakes would stop. Top of those, that creepy dude in black. Something bad is going on, mark my words. A dude in black? Did you see someone suspicious? Oh yeah, some weirdo came through here yesterday. He was standing right over there, just looking. We don't really get a whole lot of people coming through here, you see, so it made me uncomfortable. Well, that certainly does qualify as suspicious, yes. Do you remember anything else about this person? Couldn't forget the dude if I tried. Okay, first, dude was huge. I mean, he was wearing a dark suit and gloves, right? But even then I could tell he was ripped. And he had the sunglasses too. So he was like a horse on a freaking escalator. Sunglasses? What are those? You don't know? They're special glasses that block out the rays of the sun. You'll know them when you see them. The lenses are really dark. Wouldn't that mean you can't see what's in front of you? No, you can still see fine. They're handy actually. Still, never seen anyone around here use them. I noticed. Glasses like those should make finding this man simple. Dark suit, dark glass, and even his glasses are dark. This guy might as well wear a big "Suspect me of something" sign on his forehead. In dark lettering, I guess. We better go tell Kilika about this. Yes, I agree. Once we investigate the fort, we can report it all at once. So, I don't know what this is all about, but I hope I was able to help. Yeah, you were a big help. Thanks for talking to us. Okay.
Enjoy the show.
Alright. So it's not this. Is it you? No. What am I missing? Where am I missing? Who am I missing? I think I did. Yeah, I fought one of you. Fought you. Fought you. Alright, let's try Path to Leaston Fortress. Yeah. Even though there wasn't anything in the chest, open it showered you with confetti. Yay! Yay! Okay, so it's not those either. Wouldn't be you. Looking into yet another empty chest, you wonder who leaves all these lying around unlocked. The chest is empty, not even half empty, just plain empty. Oh, found all the monsters here. Any chance you could put that thing back where you found it? You do not have what I want. This is Leiston Fortress, headquarters of Her Majesty's Royal Army. Civilians are currently barred from entry. But we're here about the request you posted on the guild board. Yeah, the one which requested help for special training? Did your commander not inform you we were coming? Ah, that, yes. Command did say something about that now that you mention it. Not even a soldier and they've roped you into helping with the training, huh? I certainly don't envy you. Well, it's part of the job. Anyway, could you get whoever's in charge? Certainly, but you sure you're ready? Ready? What do you mean? We're being engaged in a rigorous training program for some time now, with no significant rest breaks. They're probably going to toss you into the meat grinder as soon as you go in. So if you need to change equipment or get anything, you should take care of that before going in. I see. Okay. Good way to get a little bit of time then. Duly noted. Would you mind waiting a bit then? Not a problem. Once you're ready, just say the word and I'll let you in. You fags ready? Yep. Alright then, let me get the training to Matt. Well, never mind. Here he is now. Sir. Huh? May just sit. I haven't seen you in ages. Haha, it's nice to see you again. My apologies for all the trouble we caused you during the kidnapping of Professor Russell. You really deserve a much more formal apology at some point, but... no, it's okay. I mean, you let us get away. Your gratitude does me more credit than I deserve, Miss Bright. Anyway, we saw your posting on the board at the guild. You're doing some kind of special training, right? Yes. I'd intend for it to be a simple, standard training session, but General Morgan is due to arrive at the base shortly. I thought I'd give the men an extra vigorous workout to make sure they're ready to show off, as it were. Yeah, that makes sense. He's got such a booming voice, you'd have to be ready for it. Also, it'll totally throw you off. Indeed. Normally General Bright would be in charge of this sort of thing, however he's not present at the moment, so I'm in command for now. I see. So Dad's usually here, huh? According to the schedule, he should actually be returning soon. If you'll be in Zeiss for a while, Miss Bright, you'll likely have a chance to meet up with him. Yeah, I might. Colonel Sid, it's time, sir. Right. We've been talking a bit too long, haven't we? Officer Belk, if you would please give the rundown. Colonel Sid, huh? Weren't you Major Sid before? Ah, yes. I also got the notice just a little while ago. I've been promoted to Lieutenant Colonel. Oh, neat. Well, congratulations, Lieutenant Colonel Sid. Right, thank you. To be honest, though, it's a bit embarrassing. I only did what my country and duty asked of me. There's no need to be humble. You earned it. I agree, sir. We'll be relying on you more in the days to come. Officer Belk, I believe I gave you an order. Sorry, sir. Let me explain the subject of our request, then. You want us to assist with training, correct? What specifically did you have in mind? The idea is to have you participate in some staged battles against the soldiers. You'll be fighting 2 back-to-back matches, with no time in between whatsoever. You'll need to consider your pace so you don't wear yourselves out completely. Non-stop combat with no breaks? Yeah, this sounds like it's going to be kind of hard. It'll be rough, I don't deny that. I can't deny that. Your role is to go through both battles and not just test, but provide a model for our soldiers. So don't hold back. Fight both battles to win. Understood. Oh, don't worry. We won't be gentle. Well, this is sounding promising. Alright, Officer Belk, lead the bracers to the training grounds. Yes, sir. I'll see you there, everyone. Follow me, if you would. This is kind of weirdly nostalgic, huh? Last time I couldn't really get a feel for it since it was so dark. this base is huge. It's really cool. Not so nostalgic for me, but yes, I can see why they call it a fortress. This is the headquarters for the Royal Army, remember? Its purpose is a bit different from that of the smaller forts and guard posts you find in the countryside. I do believe the new meat that we're to grind now awaits us on the counter. Very well. With our challenges here, we'll begin the staged battles. Your opponents shall be a group of elite bracers. I suggest you give them your all. They are veterans, including the victors of this year's martial arts competition. The victors of... Oh, we're so dead. As explained, you'll be fighting a 2-round combat match. Keep that in mind, and pace yourselves accordingly. We're ready. I can go as many rounds as you like, and more. I'm sure you boys will get tired long before I do. No time like the present then. Both sides, arms at the ready. Begin! And then we drop a hurricane on them, because that's funny. Cease! We win. Aw, done already? I was just starting to enjoy myself. I'm glad, I guess. Ow, 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 ow. What are you men waiting for? Withdraw from the field. Sir. Next officer. Next. Officer Belk. Sir. They really aren't gonna let us rest. Oh dear. I wish they would at least permit me to straighten my hair. No less than I would have expected from the champions of the arena. Trying to lower my guard by giving me an opening, are you? No? I think you're getting a little too into it, Mr. Belk. We're still in training. Please abstain from personal conversations. Now then, round 2. Both sides, arms at the ready. Begin. And opening with a fucking critical. Cease! Another victory for us, eh? Yeah, somehow. No, we've lost. Officer Belk, can you still fight? Sir? Yes, sir. Good, then get ready. Yes, sir. Ready for what? Whatever could you mean? Perhaps you intend to throw us a party in celebration of our outstanding finesse. Party? Just ignore him. Very well. No, I asked him to prepare for another round, of course. What? You said we'd be only fighting 2 battles. I did. However, in response, you distinctly proclaimed that you were okay with any number of rounds. Well, I may have said that technically. Sure. Well, we can't do anything about it now. What can I say? I was caught up in the moment. I'd like you to take up on that offer. I'd like to take you up on that offer and request 1 more round. I shall serve as your final opponent. Wait, you, Colonel? Ah, so at long last your true intentions are revealed. You cannot bear to watch and wait without testing your own skill as well. There is no need to hide such feelings, sir. Guess I've been seen right through. Ah, I see now. Well, don't worry. I'm always up for more. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. That's no problem. Now, then, let us begin. Are you prepared? Whenever you are. On your guard. And then we hurricane again. Take all his backups. And there we go. Okay, we won, I think, somehow. Thank goodness. That was close. I don't think we could have taken much more. Incredible. Total defeat. I'm impressed. You did so well, even after back-to-back fights. You're the perfect model for our soldiers. Yes, sir, I believe you were the model. It's humbling to admit, but we learned a lot here. Yeah, I don't think we've ever gotten pounded by arts like that before. The narrative dissonance. It is hilarious, though. Maybe we should give our augment setup another look. If you two learn something from this, that makes it all worthwhile. True power doesn't stem from the technique itself, after all, but from how you use it. This goes for arts and crafts alike. Excellent advice. Members of the Royal Army train to improve ourselves no less than bracers. And we fully intend to continue doing so for the sake of lasting peace in this kingdom. Yeah, we're gonna keep training as well. If the chance comes up, I'd like another shot. I'd love another shot. I'd certainly love another round. Someday. You have my word that you'll have that chance. After all, I don't intend to leave things as they are. I'd like a rematch myself. This concludes our training then. Good work, men. Yay. Friends, thank you for coming out here today. I'm sure we'll have more to ask of you in the future. I hope we can expect similar results when that time comes. You bet, Colonel Sid. We intend to support the military to the utmost of our ability. If you need anything, don't hesitate to contact the guild. I will, thank you. As a parting gift, let me offer you this. Officer Belk, sir. It may not be much, but it should come in handy at some point. I hope you'll accept it as thanks for your assistance. Thanks, Colonel Sid. Goodness, thank you very much, Colonel. Now, if you'll pardon me, I hope we can meet again soon. Alright, let's get out of here. We've got 3 enemies left to find. And they're not bosses. So I've got to be...
Enjoy the show.
I'm gonna go see Anton, who is upstairs. There he is. I hate birthday celebrations. Ah! Anton, you're facing towards Zeiss. If you really hate the birthday celebration, at least scream toward the capital. Farewell, my youth. My buddy Anton confessed to his favorite girl during the Queen's birthday celebration, but he was totally rejected in the bluntest way possible. Apparently he came here to erase those memories. Ah, Anton. Alright, now we're done. We can head back to Zeiss. Then our next destination is the Trap Plains Road. And Carnelia Tower. The Trap Plains Road should potentially have some of the monsters that we're actually seeking. And there we go. Let's go. We don't need to go to the bar, we need general goods. LaBelle News 3. Gonna tap everything here.
Well, that takes care of that.
Okay, so from what I understand, armored rabbits.
Well,
There we
that
go.
takes care of that.
Very nice.
Well, that takes care of that.
Found Earthworm. The only thing worse than people like you, chests like me. Yeah, we don't need to go to the wolf fort yet. Gonna keep exploring. Okay, it doesn't look like there are any chests. Got the big one and the little one.
Well, that takes care of that.
Alright. 2 left. I knew you'd come back to me someday. Look, this is Chess Jr. Our Chess Jr. Bass. Aquamaster. We'll start with the dice. Nope. Yay! I've just got 1 fish left to get. But I got the achievement for catching all the fish for some reason.
Well, that takes care of that.
And there we go.
Seems you came up.
Alright. 2 left. And there we go.
Good to go.
Tira Balm. Unable to see the bottom of this ostensibly empty chest, you drop a pebble into it. You don't hear it hit the bottom. Probably best to leave. I once heard on the playground that if you check a certain chest enough, it'll give you all the items and as much mirror as you can hold. Alright. So this enemy,
Nicely done.
if my information is correct, should appear with these creatures.
Nicely done.
Alright, let's have a look. What do I need? Got it. Got it. Got it. Yep. 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 Got something. Chief. Jet tortoise. Okay, I'm missing that. Dang it.
Well, that takes care of that.
Well, if it doesn't appear in this area of the Trap Plains Road, we'll try an area closer to Carnelia Tower. This chest is full of hopes, but you can't seem to take them away.
Nicely done.
Alright, kind of circle all the way down. Go here, go up a bit, go around like so. You are still not what I am after.
Oh, are we done already?
Oh, got a monster here. Hurricane. There we go.
Pace and pay.
Alright, that leads to the back area that we don't need to really worry about. Right there. Damn, that's good. Try watering the chest to see if something will sprout, but the only thing that grows is the smell. Alright, no monsters here. I've got all the fish that I can get. Yes!
I call this enjoy the show.
Ah, great. Oh, I did get the shining palm. So what else am I missing? Yucca, creepy sheep, pink sheep, sky, baby penguins, blue, green, pink, red, white, yellow. King penguin. So king penguin. And what was the other thing? Lark cactus. Reviving bomb? You wonder if you could use ice to turn this chest into a small wooden bathtub. Water would probably be fine. Fire to heat it? Likely not. Orbments. Keeping your breath fresher longer. EP charge. As you look into the darkness of the empty chest, it reminds you of the darkness that fills your heart. Bunch of Sepith, I gave you everything I had to give, and yet. The empty chest's shape tempts you to climb on top of it. Yeah. We've seen that one.
Seems you came up.
Seafood jelly? Sorry, kid. I'm retired. Back again, are we? Let's shoot all these bombs. And there we go. Yay. And no chests there. And there we go. EP charge. You know, this chest is empty, so why do you do this to yourself? Why do you keep hoping? What if our universe is a chest with someone else's universe, and someone's going to open us up and take everything and just keep coming back? And we attack, and we move on. Alrighty. Emptiness as far as the eye can see. Blue cashmere. I know it's not much fun to open an empty chest, but think about how much fun it was to open when it still had something in it. Ah, memories. You find a whole bunch of caterpillars. They're kind of crawly and gross, but they'll grow up into butterflies. Or moths. Moths are kind of gross too. Da-da. And we do some more bonks. And there we go. EP charge. The chest is empty now. So empty. So lonely. Please don't go. This chest is holding a beauty pageant with all its other treasure chest friends. The beauty on the outside can't save how empty it is on the inside. Damn, I'm good. No freebies here, I'm afraid.
Nicely done.
And we're back up on the roof. Now we can head back down. Oops. Just got to turn in.
Oh, are we done already?
No. We gotta go this way. And we are out. Okay, we've done everything that we need to right now. Let's do some more battles. Very good. Nice. And there we go.
Nicely done.
Oh, you're one of those completionist types, huh? Good times. And we'll meet. And we'll go. And alrighty. Let's just do this one.
Enjoy the show.
And there we go.
Nicely done.
Very nice. Well, he doesn't have a lot of crafts.
Oh, are we done already?
Alright, now we can leave. Just want to check. I'll do one more just to make sure that I've got the right amount of battles. And there we go.
Nicely done.
Alrighty. Well, we've done all the side quests so far. Third floor, please. Alright, we're gonna save, and we're gonna see if we did it right. Let's see. Hey, come to report. Yeah, we fought the battles. Well then, allow us to report the results to date. Olivier reported the current results of the test to Carl. It seems like you fought enough. Man, looks like you worked it pretty hard too. Thanks. Yeah, but as humble, as but a humble assistant, it was the least I could do. So, Olivier, were there any problems? No, absolutely no problems. Stable trajectory and a perfectly centered balance. I'm eager to see a fine piece of work like this out on the market. Yeah, that's goodness. You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. Alright, seems like I can finally see the production phase on the horizon. Well, it's not going to be mass produced yet. Looks like it's pretty done from my point of view. Nah, it still needs a bit more time. Now I need to hone in on the fine details for the manufacturing. I'm able to do that because of the results you got me from this test. This new info should make further research fly ahead. Keep up the good work. A new model orbital gun. I'll be expecting great things. Yeah, look forward to it. Oh, right, one sec before you go. Huh? Was there something else? Yeah, take this with you. It was bothering me a bit that the reward was kind of meager. Well, think of this as a way as making up for that. It's not a bad thing to have a bit of, but please take it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we'll be glad to use it. Well then, if anything else comes up, I'll call you guys. You all take care. See you later. Alright, what do we got to do? All the way down to the first floor. We head back to the guild real quick. Report all the quests. That should give us 4. Three plus 2. 2 plus 1. Caldia Tunnel Monster. Trap Plains Monster. Good work. It seems you've successfully... Yep. No other quests at the moment. Very good. Alrighty. Now we head back to Wolf Fort. And if my understanding is correct, the enemies that I'm after won't appear until much later. Wolf Fort. And here's the Wolf Fort. It's really peaceful here. Guess we don't need to worry about Calvard invading us and stealing our puppies or something, huh? Quite a difference compared to the Hacken Gate. Of course, unlike my glorious fatherland, Calvard and Liberal are easy friends. There are reasons for that, you realize. I imagine our relationship with Calvard has something to do with it, although beyond the gate is a mountain pass that would be difficult for a full army to pass through. That's why the gate is so small, as well as I recall. Ah yes, far different from the Hacken Gate, which faces onto a great open road. I'm still not quite sure about the free-range poultry either way, though. Anyway, let's start asking around about the earthquake, huh? We should probably check in with the guard commander first. Right. Ah, you're the bracers the guild called ahead about, right? Here to investigate the earthquake from what Miss Killiker said on the phone? Ah, yeah, that's right. Wow, I keep forgetting how thorough Killiker is. She even keeps us on our toes every now and then. Anyway, we'll do everything we can to help. We appreciate that, thank you. Let's start with your account of what happened during the earthquake then. Let's see. The earthquake happened 3 days ago at roughly 1700 hours. The quake itself wasn't all that strong and only lasted 10 seconds. Still though, earthquakes rarely ever happen around here. Some of my men are spooked, let me tell you. The part that spooked me though, once I contacted Command at Leiston Fortress to report, they told you that no other part of the region had experienced an earthquake, yes? Exactly right, miss. And it wasn't just Leiston, even Sanctime Gate didn't feel anything. They're practically up the damn road. I called into Zeiss and Elmer, and learned they felt nothing either. It's like Killiker said. Speaking of which, did you hear there was an earthquake in Zeiss today? Yeah, I heard about that. That's the thing, we didn't feel so much as a wobble here. Localized earthquakes that only struck small, specific areas. Not what I would call the most natural thing in the world. So that's the earthquake then. Did anything else out of place happen around that time? Was anyone strange seen, for example? No, I've heard no meaningful reports from my men. It's possible they saw something so minor that they didn't feel the need to report it to me immediately, though. Feel free to ask them some questions. Maybe jog their memories a bit. Sure, thanks, sir. Let's go talk to the gate guards. Let's talk to Phase. Sup? We're from the Racer Guild. I hope we're not disturbing you, but could you answer some questions? Oh, sure. Cell asked a soldier about any odd things he might have seen while the earthquake happened. Odd things? I was checking out the light blocking abilities of my hat when the quake hit. I thought the chief was yelling at me first. But no, I didn't see anyone around. I thought it was a prank at first, not an earthquake. It wasn't really all that strong. So this isn't so much as a strange occurrence as an admission you're awful at your job. Ah, but to sleep standing? That is a rare skill, Estelle. I, however, can consume an entire full-course meal while asleep on a sofa. That's not something to brag about, Lenheim. So, was there anything else you can remember at all? Actually, Henning said he saw something weird, but... Something weird? Well, this was the day before the earthquake, mind you. One of the other guards here, Henning, asked if anyone had passed through the gate. When I told him I hadn't seen anyone, he just shook his head. Well, that's curious. I wonder what that was about. He might be able to tell us something. Let's go talk to this Henning guy. Henning is... in here. Oh, hello. What is it? Hello, we're from the Bracer Guild. We have a few questions about the earthquake that happened 3 days ago, if you don't mind. Oh yeah, gotta say it was a surprise. First time I've ever been in an earthquake. I had no idea what was going on. So what did you want to know? So the thing is, we talked to Brahm and Estelle explained what they heard from Brahm. Oh right, that. Yeah, I did ask him that. You asked if someone had passed through the gate? Yeah, let me explain. So 4 days ago, I just finished my watch and was going off duty. Just as I was leaving, I saw a weird man coming up the road. Weird man? Was it a man garbed in white with a mask, perchance? A mask? No, he wasn't that weird. It was a tall guy wearing a black suit. He also had these black glasses on. Black glasses? Those could be sunglasses, right? Yes. Such glasses are fairly rare, so it's very likely the same man. Sunglasses, huh? Anyway, just before I went on break, I saw him come up the road. Most of the travelers who passed by here stop in at the bar, so I'd figured I'd see him inside. I take it he didn't. Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't show, so I asked Brahm and he said nobody passed through. And he's a lazy slub. But he ain't so bad at his job that he'd just let a stranger pass through without checking. Perhaps he had business at your barracks. He may have spoken to your commander, for example. See, I was pretty curious about that at that point and asked the commander. He said nobody had been in there during that time period either. So I often wonder what that happened to that guy I saw. Doesn't seem like he came through. Okay, this is really suspicious. We should tell Killico about this. Yes, this seems like a good lead. Thank you for sharing all this with us, Private Henning. Hey, my pleasure. I feel better having gotten it all off my chest. Alright, let's go back. May I have a moment? Sure, what is it? So we're with the Bracer Guild. We'd like you to help with our investigation a little, if you can, anyway. No problem. Not like I have any customers anyway. Estelle asked if anything odd had happened before or after the earthquake. Sorry, I can only remember the earthquake itself. Heck, how surprised that was. When it suddenly hit, I was like, grah! I was shocked. So there's nothing that caught your attention before or after? Nothing particular. Nothing particularly different from the norm, no. I mean, I was in the bar the whole time, so there wouldn't be a whole lot that could happen. Yeah, of course. Doesn't seem like there are any leads to follow here. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. No, don't worry about it. Thanks for your cooperation. What, do you need something? Yeah, we're with the Bracer Guild. We'd like your help with our investigation. I don't mind, but please keep it short. Estelle asked if anything suspicious had happened before or after the earthquake. Earthquake? You mean the one 3 days ago? The day the earthquake happened was just a normal day. If anything suspicious had happened, I would have reported it long ago. I see. Seems this was a swing and a miss. Is that all you needed? Yes, that's plenty. We're sorry to have disturbed you during your job. No problem. We're both on the job after all, aren't we? Well then, if you'll excuse me. Well, again, were my men helpful? Actually... yeah. Estelle told Pace about the man in sunglasses. So Henning saw a suspicious man. Hard to think he has something to do with the earthquakes, but he sounds suspicious regardless. I'll report this to Commander Leyston, at least. Please do. Alright, I think we've learned all we can here. Let's return to Killico with what we know. Alright. Hey, you lot. Good, I made it in time. Huh? What do you mean, sir? Has something happened? I contacted Leyston about what we talked about previously and heard something surprising. I figured it was up to me to let you all know. Surprising what now? Wait, don't tell me. Yeah. There was just an earthquake at Sanctum Gate. What? Hearing this, Estelle's group rushed to the Sanctum Gate. What the hell is with you bull braces? Can't you see we're in the middle of a cleanup after the earthquake? If you have to nurse around, I'd prefer you do it later. I'm afraid this is our job, sir, cleanup or no. You have my word we won't get in the way. May we ask a few questions of the gate residents? If HQ hadn't ordered it, I'd tell you what to clear out. I've got some urgent business to take care of. You can get the details from my second-in-command, Warrant Officer Talbot. He's in the storage area over there, cleaning up. Okay, we'll talk to him. Thanks. Just make damn sure you don't interfere in any actual work going on here. Now, if you'll excuse me. It really is kind of bad in here. Do you think we should help out a little? I mean, just to be friendly? This is a military facility still. I'd suggest we simply finish our business and go. There may be secret documents or some such in this mess that the military doesn't want us lowly civilians to see. Yeah, good point, I guess. Still, this is quite a bit more damage than the city's ice earthquake, isn't it? That didn't cause nearly as much of a mess. The ferocity of the quakes should be a primary line of inquiry then, as well as asking about our mystery man. Yeah, that guy in the sunglasses. Well, first things first, let's go talk to the second-in-command guy. Crap, this is going to be such a pain to clean up. I'll have my hide if it isn't done by nightfall, though. Excuse me, sorry to disturb you. And you are? Estelle and company introduced themselves as Braces and explained they were investigating the earthquake. Just want to check something. Just checking something. Hmm. Alright. Well then. I see. Thanks for the concern, even if Dale doesn't share my thanks. So you want to know what the situation was like when the earthquake happened, right? Yes, and please spare no detail. Understood. The earthquake happened at roughly 1300 hours, 2 hours ago. The earthquake lasted around 30 seconds and was strong enough to knock down big piled up boxes. Wait, so compared to the quake at the Wolf Fort, what made this earthquake different from the one at Wolf Fort? It lasted longer and was stronger. Yes, the entire earthquake was worse, stronger and longer lasting. And then there was the one which welcomed us to Zeiss. That would, I think, fall in between the other two. Meaning then that the quakes are getting more powerful each time. That's kind of bad, isn't it? The situation does seem to be worsening. These are natural occurrences. I don't see how we could stop them. I don't suppose the Bracer Guild has any ideas. Well, we're not really sure yet, but we're pursuing a few leads. Speaking of which, did anything, weird happen before or after the earthquake? Like, were there any suspicious people walking around? Suspicious people? Come to think of it, Chesley mentioned something about a strange man yesterday. He's climbing the roof, if you want to hear the details from him. Chesley on the roof. Very well. Thanks for helping us out, sir. Not at all. Good luck. Alrighty. I think... I'll get that conversation done. Oh boy, that was scary. I almost fell. Holy crap, I almost fell. Boy, that was scary. This guy climbed atop the wall when the earthquake hit. He was so shocked by the shaking he almost fell. Had the earthquake been any stronger, he might have really fallen. But at least you were lucky in one way, Anton. Huh? Who are you guys? You're Private Chesley, right? We're from the Bracer Guild, Private Chesley. May we ask you a few questions about the earthquake that happened recently? Estelle's group asked about the suspicious man Chesley saw. Oh, right, that guy from yesterday. I don't know if he has anything to do with the earthquake, but I did see a tall man with black sunglasses around. I knew it. Must be the same man seen at the Wolf Fort. Sir, did you see what this man was doing? Well, he seemed like he seemed like kind of a tourist, really. Looked at the scenery for a bit and then came down. Sort of caught my attention since you don't see glasses like his often. He didn't say anything to me and walked off, though. I didn't have the chance to talk to him. Okay. Did anyone else see this guy, maybe? No, that's where it gets weird, thinking about it. I brought this guy up at dinner since he was kind of weird, but practically nobody else even saw the guy. The only one who remembered seeing him was Tammy, who works in the mess hall. Unlike the Wolf Fort, this gate sees quite a bit of traffic, and yet, despite this, there are only 2 witnesses? How wonderfully spooky. Spooky or not, it would be a good idea to talk to this Tammy and see what she knows. You said she's in the mess hall, correct? Thanks, Chesley. You're a big help. No problem. And yeah, she should be in the mess hall. Good luck with your investigation. Alrighty. I think I'm going to potentially call it... Phew, all clean again, thank the goddess. Huh? You're Tammy, yes? We're from the Bracer Guild. You mind if we ask you a couple of questions? Still's party asked Tammy about the man in sunglasses she saw. Oh, him, yeah. I passed by him on the 2nd floor in the hallway yesterday. I think he was coming down from the roof. That would match what our soldier friend said, yes. Did you exchange any words as you passed? Well, I did say hello. He just kinda grinned in response and said, yo. Oh, just thinking about it makes me all tingly again. He was so wild. I think I'm starting to get a picture of him. Do you remember what he was wearing? He had this dark suit, but opened really casually at the chest, right? He looked amazing in it. Oh, and he was wearing a pair of black gloves, I think. So, sunglasses, dark suit, and black gloves. Right. This guy might as well wear a sign on his head saying, I am sinister. Be suspicious of my evil ways. No, I wouldn't say suspicious. He just had a sense of danger about him. You know, The dangerous tough guy charm, right? Right. Anyway, so you just passed by and said hi and didn't see him afterward, right? Yeah, unfortunately. I chased after him a little bit. I thought we could get to know each other, or anyway. I lost track of him in a weird way. A weird way? How so? Well, it'll be easier to show you. Follow me. Excuse me, Sanders. Can I step out for a moment? Yeah, go ahead. Just get back before the dinner rush. So this is where I passed him, right here. He went walking in this direction. I turned to follow him after a moment, figuring I'd chat with him, right? Okay. When I turned, I saw that door over there closing. So I thought he must have stepped out. Here's my chance to talk to him before he leaves. So I followed him, but... By the time I screwed up my courage and came out, he was nowhere to be seen. In other words, I lost him. But I lost him here. Lost? But wait a sec. How is that possible? This is a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, there's no way he could have jumped down from this height, right? I figured I'd made a mistake and thought he went elsewhere. I looked all over Sanctime for him, but I never saw him. Kinda makes me want to jump off the end. There, I missed my chance. Oh, you poor kitten. If it would please you, I could help you forget such lesser men. Knock it off. No one deserves that kind of trauma. I think we have a fairly good idea of what happened now. You were a big help. Thank you again. You're welcome. So, is he some kind of wanted man? A super skilled cold-blooded assassin on the run from the Racer Guild? I don't know about that, but he's definitely a dangerous guy. Look, if you see him again, don't go near him, okay? Trust me. But he's so cool. Oh well. Anyway, I've got some things to prepare, so excuse me. Keep up the good work, everyone. There's no way he could have jumped down from this height. Huh. Estelle, does that remind you of anyone? Yeah. That silver-haired monster who jumped off the top of Grancel Castle. The man we know as Lawrence. If the other ones are like him, I think they could jump from here and survive. Yes, I think it's safe to assume we know who our wild sunglasses man is. Another enforcer of Ouroboros. Just like the Phantom Thief then. I feel pretty confident saying that at this point, yes. I'd also feel confident saying we're done investigating. Let's return to the guild house. Alright, well, I'm gonna just do the final conversation with Anton, and then we're gonna call it for today. Anton. It's pretty clear what your raison d'etre is right now. Yes, you are a roadblock. The birthday celebration comes and all I have to show is a broken heart. Then an earthquake comes and all I get is nearly dying. How pitiful. I haven't even the will to stand up. Ah, Ricky. What on earth is the meaning of my existence? Alrighty. Okay. That's gonna be it for me. For now. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I will be back on later tonight with Kingdoms of Amalur. Figuring out what to do next in that. There's so much to do, so much to see. So what are we gonna do? Who do we want to go annoy? I think socials. Got the YouTube channel, got the Discord. Got the schedule. All right, and we're going to go annoy. Yeah, we're gonna go. We'll go raid actor Turris. All right, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all next time. If it's later tonight or tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. Take care and look after yourselves. Bye bye.